Hello everyone, here we are. Kafhei Elul, the day of creation of the world, and we're zocha to have our Nigunim class today. We have a lot of Nigunim in here, but we didn't have enough time to do all of them, so let's see. Let's see how many we'll be able to fit into the 1 hour class, and the rest we'll have to do next year and for Yom Kippur. Let's start with Anila Dodi V'Dodili. It's the last time that we are in Chodesh Elul with our class. So let's do this one. Anila Dodi V'Dodili, 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 Anila Dodi V'Dodili. Ani le dodi vedodili, 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 ani le dodi vedodili. Ani le dodi vedodili, 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 ani le dodi vedodili. So in Elul, the king is in the field, and we can meet him, and when Rosh Hashanah comes, we go into the palace, and not only everything becomes official, but because it's the day that man was created, why do we say Hayom Harat Olam on Rosh Hashanah? Because that's as if the day of creation. But we know that they started creating the world on Kafhei Elul, because the Rosh Hashanah is the day that man was created. And man is so important that for him the whole world was created. I still hear an echo all the time. Because the man was created on Elul, on that day, we celebrate it every year as the birthday of the world when man was created, because this was the purpose of creating the world, was all for man. And man was created in order to serve Hashem, and one of the main things to serve Hashem is to sing. That's why they say they put him in Gan Eden Ovda L'Shomra, which is to serve him, also to sing. And how would you know that? The first word in the Torah is Bereshit, which if you switch around the letters, you get Shir Ta'ev, Hashem desires song. And the last word in the Torah, Yisrael, Le'nei Kol Yisrael, Yisrael also has song in there, Shir. And if you switch the letters around, you get Shir Kel, the song of Hashem, the song of God. So he wants us to sing. So we will sing. 2 days ago was the yahrzeit of Rabbi Shlomo Meir Yanofsky, the grandfather of the Rebbe. And he is the one who composed Rachamana. We did it last week. Let's do it again this week. Rachamana De'ane in his honor. We said you start to sing it slow and you gather speed, you add more and more happiness. Emunah v'tachon, Hashem will forgive us. We know that He's going to have mercy on us. Rachamana de'ani litvire liba, ohoy anina, Rachamana de'ani רחמנה לטבירי ליבה אוי ענינה רחמנה לטבירי ליבה אוי ענינה רחמנה אני אוי ביעננה רחמנה אוי ביעננה רחמנה לטבירי ליבה אוי ענינה רחמנה לטבירי ליבה אוי ענינה So we started saying slichos last Moshe Shabbos. I want to do another song about slichot. It's an Oriental song that got into Chabad. There's many nigunim from the Orient that got into Chabad. And one of them is this one, which is Adon HaSelichot, Bochen Levavot, Gole Amukot. We did the Sephardic one, you remember? Adon HaSelichot. So there's another one in the Sefer Nigunim. It's Nigun 250 in Sefer Nigunim. It comes from Georgia, Georgia. Georgia, they brought it, and there were a lot of Chabad Hasidim from there, so it got into the Chabad book. Now the interesting part is instead of saying Chatanu lefanecha, they skipped that part completely. They put different words there. Mihu ze ve'ezehu, ze keli v'anvehu. One of the new things that came up this year to our attention by the teaching of Rav Ginsburg is that on Rosh Hashanah, what do? We ask forgiveness, right? We want to change our ways. We're sorry for what we did, for what we didn't do, what we did crooked. But there's one thing that might be the main thing to do tshuva about, is how close are we to Hashem? Do we really feel close? Do we think of Him or we think of us? Are we really trying to please Him? That's what we should do. We should think of Him, not of us. So this song is doing it. Adon HaSelichot bochen לבבות גולה עמוקות דומר צדקות מיהו זה באיזה הוא זה כלי בן בהוא מיהו זה באיזה הוא זה כלי בן בהוא יא נה 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 יא נה 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 חדו מפלאות ותיק נחמות גוחר לבבות חוקר כליות מיהו זה ואיזה הוא זה כלי בן בהוא מיהו זה ואיזה הוא זה כלי בן בהוא. So that's also a beautiful song. Adon HaSelichot, we're in the time of asking slichot. The Sephardim do it the whole month. The Ashkenazim would do it at least 4 days before Shabbos, and if it's less than 4 days, then we started the Shabbos before, like this year. Okay. Now, there was another yahrzeit today. Kafhei Elul, which is the day of creation, was also the yahrzeit of one of the biggest masters of song, who was Reb Michael of Lotchab. Reb Michael Zlotchab was a pupil of the pupil of the Baal Shem Tov. He was one of the favorite pupils, and had a very good connection with him. And once, when he was sick and couldn't get to the Baal Shem Tov, he had so much yearning, and out of those yearning, he composed this nigun. In the nigun, you can hear, according to what's written in Sefer Nigunim, but I don't know which part is what. You can hear how happy he is when he was together with him and how lonely and heartbroken he is when he's far away. and how happy again he is when they get reunited. The Baal Shem, when he came back to Baal Shem Tov really loved the song. They used to sing it a lot. And on the last day of the Baal Shem Tov in this world, on Shavuot, he asked them to sing this song. And he said, I promise you, לדורותיכם, all generations, whenever, whoever, wherever will sing this nigun, I'm going to hear about it. Because there are angels that bring tidings to the Neshama, doesn't matter what hall in Gan Eden, what chamber I'm going to be, I'm going to hear about it. Because there's angels bringing tidings to the Neshamot, and I'm going to come down and evoke a lot of mercy on the person trying to do tshuva. And another version saying, I'm going to come down and sing with him, this person trying to do tshuva. So that's the nigun of Rabbi Michael Mizlotchov called Hit'orerut Rachamim Rabim. There's the Rebbe Maharash explained to his son, the Rashab, he explained a lot of the songs that have tochen, that are full nigunim, that there's kavanot in them. And he explained in this one, he says, the neshama of this nigun is Isha Kshat Ruach Anochi. I'm a woman of bitterness. Who said that? Isha Kshat Ruach Anochi? That was Chana. Chana, when she prayed, and Eli thought she was drunk because she played silently, was the first person to invent she had a patent on that, davening with silence, just pouring out the heart. And then she says, "Va'eshpoch et nafshi lifnei Hashem." I poured my soul out to Hashem. That's what the Rebbe Rashab told his son. This is the essence of this song, pouring our heart out to Hashem. So here's the nigun from Rabbi Michal with the Chabad version. All over the world, Hasidim sing it, but slightly different. Even in Chabad, we have two versions, and I combine them together somehow. they say that Reb Michael Zlotchev had a key to the Hechal HaNegina, to the hall of music up there, the chamber of music in Gan Eden, and he could go in and take whatever nigun he wanted. And they say that whoever got the key from him was the Alter Rebbe. That after him, the Alter Rebbe was the one who could go in and take nigunim. Now there's a nigun connecting both these Rebbes. The story goes like this, that the Alter Rebbe came to the Rabbi Magid of Mezrich for Shabbos, and the Rabbi Magid told him, you're not going to be by me to the Shabbos, you're going to Reb Michal, he was in that same town that Shabbat, and you're going to listen to his tish, you're going to see what he's doing. And he sent him over there. And I'm assuming he got amazing Torot, that he was supposed to hear. But one of the main things he came back with was a nigun. And we don't know if the nigun he heard it from Reb Michal, or having the revelations there by Reb Michal, he heard it from the angels from up there. But in Chabad they claim this is one of the 10 nigunim of the Alter Rebbe. In other Chassidiyot, people try to say that it's a nigun of the Rabbi Magid, of Reb Michal himself. So we're Chabadnikim, so we follow the shita that is from the Alter Rebbe, but let's do a part of it just in memory of Reb Michal. One of the nigunim of the Alter Rebbe that he got when he went to listen to Reb Michal of Zlotchev on Shabbos, I guess in Mezrich, where he came to the Rabbi Magid. Now, there must be many nigunim from Reb Michal that I don't know. Some Chassidiyot have nigunim from Reb Michal. It might be worth trying to collect them. Maybe many of the nigunim that there's an argument between different Hasidic dynasties whose nigun it is. Maybe it comes from Reb Michal, maybe it comes from Rabbi Magid, but we don't know. But there's another nigun that I know is from Reb Michal. This is a nigun that went down in the Masoret of Breslav. In Breslav they have another song. They say it's nigun from Reb Michal. They call it Shari Tzion, they call it, or Tikkun Chatzot. And the story goes that this is the last song that he sang, because on Shabbos afternoon he was with a lot of dvekas. He was got into such ecstasy with his song that his neshama just took off. So either he passed out or he passed away. But that was the end. And I checked the date, Kafeh Elul, which was today, in that year, and it was a Monday. So if he passed away on Shabbat, maybe it took him 2 days till he really, they realized he was really not coming back to them anymore. And he was announced dead, and they buried him on Monday, so the date was Monday. So I don't know. But this is a beautiful, beautiful nigun, and you can hear how somebody can lose his mind with this. Just take off, so hold on to your chairs. Don't get lost. Nigun by Rabbi Michael of Zlotchov, the last nigun he sang in this world before he passed away. It needs more time. Remind me some other quiet day that we don't have a list of so many songs we have to do and we can just learn it. So now we want to get to davening of Rosh Hashanah. The Parshat Shavua that we read today, Nitzavim, is always read the Shabbat before Rosh Hashanah. And not by chance. It's on purpose done by our sages that's what we read, because the Parsha is talking about standing together. Even though that the judgment on Rosh Hashanah is on each individual, but still, when we're standing together, Atem nitzavim hayom kulchem, all of you together. Rashechem, שוטריכם, שבטיכם, זקניכם, כל איש ישראל, מי חושב אבציך, מי חוטב עציך, עד שואב ימיך. Everybody, from the most important to the most simple person, we are standing together. Next week we're going to talk about walking compared to standing. But today we're talking about standing together and the ability to really stand up and have our gava yehudit, pride of being Jewish, and having our core of emunah v'bitachon, knowing that Hashem is going to shine and smile at us and be merciful. And thanks to our being together, the unity, we know that's going to help. That's going to make us do it. So let's jump into the davening of Rosh Hashanah and talk a little bit about the shofar. So most of the davening in Chabad shuls, they start with Avinu Malkeinu. Even though that's not the first thing to do, but just to get into the atmosphere, let's do it. Avinu Malkeinu, composed by the Alter Rebbe, one of the beautiful, beautiful nigunim, one of the 10 of his. And then we get into the davening. So in the davening, we have all kinds of things, interesting things that Brother Machzo so can help us go through. Let's see how much time we have. There's the Kaddish. The Kaddish on Yamim Noraim is very important. It gives a taste. There's a famous melody, very majestic, not in Chabad Dafka. So that's a famous Kaddish. But in Chabad we have a few other ones. Let's see if I find the Kaddish I wanted to share with you. This is Kaddish for Musaf. Okay, let's hear. It's very hard to read notes. That's a taste of it. That's a taste of the Kaddish, as we say. There's some very deep nigunim that we got from the Maharal that go. The Kaddish might be one of the scholars. The Rebbe Rashav, I think, taught or Maharash taught the Chazan there in Lubavitch, Rabbi Yechiel, which was the Chazan. And there's a lot of nigurim we got from him that some of them might also be from the holy ones from the Maharal. Some of them might be his composition. I don't know. Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed from him. And also the Chol Ma'aminim is from him. This one. That's a Bechol Ma'aminim from the Chazan in Lubavitch. There's a beautiful nigun for Hitbonenut B'Tfilah from the Alter Rebbe, but I'm not going to do it because I don't know it enough. It's just going to try and read all these ornaments. Is not going to work so good. There's another Kaddish before Musaf, but I'm not going to do it. That Hashem is also one of the Skar B'Kohanim Ba'am. We're going to do that for Yom Kippur. Let's go to the main part of the davening in Rosh Hashanah, which is the Musaf. The Musaf is very special. It's built with 3 parts there. Malchuyot, Zichronot, Shofarot. And in between them, we blow the shofar. We didn't talk about the shofar yet. The shofar is a very interesting instrument. It's one of the highest instruments because it's so simple. It's just a horn. It's just a horn. Like why do they call the French horn a horn? And even the oboe, I think they call it a horn. Because in the original it was made from a horn, like the shofar. It's very simple. And you can't play really any deep melodies, although some people do succeed in playing melodies on the shofar, playing with the air, or I saw somebody probably made holes in the shofar so he could change the tone. But shofar is keneged keter. In the last chapter of Tehillim, we have a whole list of instruments, and the shofar is the first one. It's for keter. Because it's above words, it's above any specific expression. It's just a calling out from Hashem from the depth of the heart. It's a very clean cry to Hashem, like the parables about the son of the prince that got lost, and he was trying to find his way back, and he didn't even remember with clothing and the language, he didn't remember anything. But when he gets close to the palace, he sees his father, he starts screaming out, Abba, Abba, and the father recognizes him and brings him in. So the shofar. Very simple, from the deepest voice, because it's so simple, undivided sound. There's a story about Rabbi Ze'ev Kitzis, people of the Baal Shem Tov, that Baal Shem Tov told him that he's going to be his Baal Tokea for Rosh Hashanah, so he called him over to teach him the kavanot of the shofar, and he really loved it. He got into it, and he wrote everything down and on a piece of paper so he can have the real kavanot, the deep kavanot for davening, for the tkiyat shofar. And Baal Shem Tov didn't like that the kavanot were on the paper. I mean, we can see something like that today when we have a special occasion, people run to take the cameras out. Instead of absorbing the memory and taking it in and enjoying it, they're so busy commemorating it. So, lahavdil. So, time for blowing the shofar comes, and Rabbi Ze'ev gets up with the shofar, and he's looking for the piece of paper, and he can't find it. And he's like, he doesn't know what to do. He's heartbroken, like, what's he going to do now? He forgot all the kavanot, and where's the piece of paper he was relying on? So with a broken heart, with some tears or crying, whatever, he goes and blows the shofar. And after shofar blowing, Baal Shem Tov says, those were amazing, excellent tkiyot. You know, kavanot is nice. Kavanot, you have kavanah for this, and kavanah for that, and kavanah. For each hole up there, you need to know the key for opening that hole. That's the different kavanah. But if you don't have the right kavanah, you can't get in there. So what you going to do? There's so many holes that you're trying to get in, so many chambers and Gan Eden. But there's one key, one thing that can open all of them. So either, there's two answers for that. Either it's the hatchet, garzen, you just break the locks and that's it. That's the broken heart, and the tears, they break everything. Or nigun. A nigun is like a master key. It can open all the gates. So let's do something from the zichronot. That's the first one of the three. No, Malchuyot is the first one. Malchuyot is the first one. Let's do for Malchuyot. And then we'll tell some other story about the shofar. Why do I have so much echo from this today? I don't know. It's too close to my face, maybe. I keep moving it and it's still... I think it's meant for a men's shirt. If I put it other way around, I don't know where to put it. Something like this. Okay. Now do you hear me? Hear me well enough? Or it's not strong enough? You hear me? Okay, let's go on like this.
וואי, זה ממש חלש פתאום.
חלש? Okay. So I have to turn it this way. Okay, let's put it here. Let's see. Now you hear me better? עכשיו שומעים טוב?
יותר טוב.
Okay. Before I think it was too loud, no? Or it was okay? Put it back on that side? Okay, we'll put it on that side. Now you hear it better? Okay. But I hope it doesn't make an echo all the time. So, I want to do some songs from Malchuyot, Zichronot, Veshofarot. Malchuyot, we have Se'u Sha'arim Ashechem. No, we have first Vahi Bishur Melech. Vahi Bishur Melech, מתאסף ראשי עם, יחד יחד שבטי ישראל. Vahi Bishur Melech, מתאסף ראשי עם, יחד יחד שבטי ישראל. עוד יישמע Somebody put the words of Odi Shama Ba'er Yehuda, which doesn't belong to the song, but we sing it in Chasadas. Vayim bishur melech מתאסף ראשי עם, יחד יחד שבטי ישראל, באים לשוב מלך, מתאסף ראשי עם, יחד יחד שבטי ישראל, איי נה 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 That's one of them, and very soon after that we have another song that also got into Chabad. I don't know if it's original Chabad, maybe, because Chabad sing it a little different than everybody else. Which song is that? שאו שערים ראשיכם ונסו פתחיהם ויבוא מלך הכבוד סלע different than what everybody sings. And after that, we blow the shofar. And when we blow the shofar, we have these Hayom I think most of the time I hear the Chazan do the same melody as he's doing for הרשת שפתנו, הרשת שפתנו, ירב לפניך. Let's open it up so I can do it the way it's written here. Which number is it? הרשת שפתנו, should be before. Here it is. ניגון רש למ"ט, 239. הרשת שפתנו ירב לפניך נה 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 מבינו מזין מביטו משכים לכל תקיעתנו ותקבל ברחמים ברחמנו ברצון סדר מלכויותינו. Where do you know the song from? There's so many versions of this song in the article that came out a week ago, 2 weeks ago. There was a whole chapter about the Nigun, trying to find out who composed it. They still didn't find. And there's like 4 or 5 ancient versions that start something like this, and then they go on a little different. 2 parts, 3 parts. By us to sing it as the Chadodi in Breslav, they sing it as the Chadodi. By us, I mean in our main shul in Bat Ain. They sing the Breslav melody. Lechadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat vekabela. Shortening the shortcut. So actually it's the same nigun that they sing in Chabad for Areshet Sfatenu. Now we get to Zichronot, memories. There's a beautiful, beautiful melody composed by Rabbi Shalom Charitonov that's about this pasuk. Haven yakir li Efraim im yeled sha'ashuim, ki midei dabri bo zachor ezkerenu od, al ken hamu me'ai lo, rachem arachamenu ne'um Hashem. I'm going to have mercy on him. For many years I thought the pasuk was Haben yakir li, now my favorite son Ephraim. But the pasuk says something different. The pasuk says, Haven yakir li Ephraim, with a question mark. Because the letters are without a dot in the bet. Haven, is he a favorite son, Ephraim? Is he a spoiled child that every time I think of him, I have mercy for him? So let's do Haven yakir li. Amazing nigun by Rabbi Shalom Charitonov. Then we sing again Harat Olam and Areshet Sfatenu, and then we get to Shofarot. And in Shofarot we have a few psukim that we can sing. First one is connected with, all of them connected with blowing the shofar. First one is connected with this nice story, two stories actually. The first cute story is about a chassid that went to the Rebbe for Rosh Hashanah. And he was such a simpleton. He comes back and his wife says, Nu, איך היה? How was it? He says, oh, it was so great, so much light. I came back so full and energetic. So what did the Rebbe say? And he says, he had a very nice talk. Wait a minute, how does it go? I remember he was saying tik'u b'chodesh shofar. No, I don't remember. That's all I remember. That it started with tik'u b'chodesh. Oh, wait a minute. I remember another talk. He had another sicha, a mimer. The second mimer was beautiful. It started with b'chodesh hashvi'i. That's all he remembers. And he remembers a third talk also that starts with Shuva Yisrael. So they made up a song with all three of them. That's all he remembered, but that's enough to go with. So that's one story. The other story is a little less tamim. They say that at the time after the Tzemach Tzedek, there was a split between the different parts of Chabad. It wasn't Chabad, it was Lubavitch, it wasn't Lubavitch yet, I don't know what it was, but they were the sons of the Tzemach Tzedek, each one took somewhere else, and there was arguments if the Maharash would be the Rebbe or not. And so the other Hasidim, I think Hasidim of Kapust, were laughing at the Lubavitch Hasidim that they're simpletons that don't really know how to learn. In Kapust you can really learn. But in Lubavitch, what do you know? So they were singing this to mock them. Here they think it's deep. They're just saying the beginning of Tiku b'chodesh hashvi'i Shuva Yisrael. They think it's enough. So you take which version you want. But this nigun is nigun ayin in Sefer Nigunim. And it comes again in another time, towards the end of Sefer Nigunim. Where is it? Where did I write it down? I didn't write it down. But let's do it. The Rebbe, we have it for bring it by the Rebbe without words, but Hasidim love to sing it with these words. Not exactly the version of Nigun Ayin, but we'll do something between. Might have been the other way around, that the Lubavitch Hasidim were laughing at the other ones. We have these. This is good enough for us. You don't understand how deep these maimarim are. These three maimarim from the Alter Rebbe, I think. Tiku b'chodesh hashvi'i and Shuva Yisrael, three different maimarim. And I better find out more details. But I wanted to tell another story. I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been the Alter Rebbe. I don't remember who it was. That the Rebbe said that he's going to teach kavanas of blowing the shofar to whoever is going to blow the shofar. He's going to teach him kavanot. And this Rebbe came over to his teacher, and he sat down and listened and wanted to learn all the things. And he says, "Thank you very much." He says, "Are you going to blow the shofar?" I said, "No, I'm not going to blow. I don't know how to blow the shofar at all. But I just want to learn the kavanot." So it probably wasn't the Alter Rebbe. I don't remember who it was, the story about. But I want to tell another interesting quote. Just a minute, we have to mute everybody so we can sing. There's a saying by the Baal Shem Tov, which is a little scornful. The quote is, the Baal Shem Tov says, "Kol hachazanim tipshim." All the chazanim are stupid. It's not to insult any of the singers, but there is something if you take the big chazanim that all they can think of is just themselves and the voice and how nice they sound, that's not the idea. The idea is a chazan has to lead the congregation. He has to take us somewhere. He has to show the way. He has to pour the heart out for us and with us. But I heard an explanation to the Baal Shem Tov saying Because we said there's so many halls and chambers up there in Gan Eden. There's a chamber of Nigun, and there's a chamber of Tshuva. And the Baal Shem says, no, these chambers are one next to each other. So the Chazan is already in the chamber of music. Why doesn't he jump over the fence and go into the hall of Tshuva if he's already there? So that's why he said the Chazanim are stupid, because they don't take advantage of the music to jump over the fence to get to Tshuva. It's saying it in a different way. The Moshe Rebbe says, quotes the saying, they say that the hall of Tshuva is right next door to the hall of music, and I claim, says the Rebbe of Moshe, that they're one and only chamber together. The one together. The chamber of music and chamber of Tshuva are the one and only one together. So, we want to do something about Tkiot. So, we have another one, which connects us with the Areshet Sfatenu and the Lechadodi we did. There's also V'haya Bayom Ahu that comes probably from the same melody. V'haya Bayom Ahu Yitaka B'shofar Gadol Yitaka B'shofar Gadol Yitaka B'shofar Gadol ובאו העובדים בארץ אשור והנידחים בארץ מצרים והשתחוו להשם בהר הקודש בירושלים. So that's psukim for zichronot, for shofarot. I don't know if they sing it in Chabad, but it's actually the same melody as Reshet Sfatenu and the Chadodin, all those other ones. Now, a very happy song we have in Chabad for the shofarot, and it's telling us about that in a time of your happiness and time of Uv'yom simchatchem uv'mo'odachem uv'rosh chodshechem, in time of merrymaking, of holidays. You have to blow the trumpets and the shofarot on the korbanot. When we bring in the offerings, we have to blow also, and it's part of showing our simcha. So that's a quote there, and let's do it. וביום שמחתכם ומועדיכם ובראשי חודשכם וביום שמחתכם ומועדיכם ובראשי ותקעתם בחצות זרוע על עולותיכם על זבחי שלמיכם davening in Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur is longer. When we get to the end of the davening, we have a happy tune in the middle of the Kaddish, or after the Kaddish, before, where is it? Before or after the Kaddish? Hayom Te'amtzenu, Hayom Tevarchenu, mamash in the end, and then they blow some more of the shofar. Where are you? No, come on, hiding from me. No, it's still inside. Mincha. I already got to Mincha and I can't find it. Hayom Te'amtzenu, Hayom Tevarchenu. It's only on Yom Kippur? No, can't be. Maybe it's only on Yom Kippur? I lost it. I'll do it for Yom Kippur. Let's do something else. I know it by heart, but it doesn't matter. Let's do כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. We can dance it together, each one in our own home, with your microphones closed, but let's enjoy it. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה, שנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה, שנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה, שנה טובה ומתוקה. כתיבה וחתימה טובה לשנה טובה ומתוקה. And I think I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you next year, which is next week. It's the Moshe Tzom. We have to talk about it, if you want to have a regular class or not. Good to see you, Miriam. So I'm saying goodbye in this recording.